What's good, my brothers? It's your boy Sal Speaks, tapping back into the Semen Retention Network. Shout out to all the brothers in the Semen Retention Network. Shout out to Brother Dipsy. Your content has been fantastic recently. Shout out to you, Brother Steele. You've single-handedly brought me closer to God. Shout out to you, Brother Feng. I can see you fighting your demons, but keep improving yourself. You will learn. Each time you fail, just keep coming back up, my brother. You will learn. Shout out to Brother Neo as well, man. I see you learning, Brother Neo. Your content has been fantastic as well. Please make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below if you're enjoying the content, my brothers. I will be uploading consistently, trying to give you brothers as much knowledge as possible so that we can strive together on this journey. My brothers, the topic of today's video is going to be called Semen Retention Improves Focus. Now, ever since I've been on this practice, my focus has dramatically improved. And it's not only from retention, but it's many other things. Not communicating with succubuses, staying away from social media, staying around in nature, and just integrating myself more in real life, my brothers. So semen retention will improve your focus, my brothers, but it's important that you act when you're retaining. You don't just sit in your room doing nothing all day. You have to make sure you act. Otherwise, you're going to end up relapsing, brothers. Avoid scrolling too much. If any of you brothers are using social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever it is, delete it. You don't need it. It's a complete waste of time. You can use that effort into working on your own business, working on your own craft. You do not need social media whatsoever. I haven't used social media in about 10 years now, brothers. It's been 10 years since I haven't used social media. The last time I used Instagram, man, I don't even know. Probably when I was 18, 19. But I knew it was a waste of time. So it's important you regulate your mind, my brothers. Regulate what you're watching. Regulate what you're eating. Like I mentioned before, your mind is fucking medieval, my brothers. Because throughout history, the job of our mind, the job of our brains is just to protect us. It's to protect us from predators. You know? So your mind will always have the tactical advantage over you. So it's important, my brothers, that you stay focused on this journey. Pour your life force into whatever ventures you're doing. Now, there's been countless thinkers throughout history who even talk about how powerful this practice is. Whether it's Isaac Newton, Aristotle, Plato, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, all of these thinkers came across one thing, Nikola Tesla, that in order to achieve greatness, it's important to sacrifice your desires. It's important to do this, my brothers. The thinkers who actually influenced me the most, and I'd say their stories actually influenced me the most, would probably be the ancient Greeks. The ancient Greeks came up with so many inventions, so many frameworks that we use up until today. And the focus they had was actually insane. They weren't just experts in one field, but they were polymaths. They were experts in multiple fields. And they all came down to the same conclusion that through celibacy is where you find genius. I want to talk about a particular thinker from ancient Greece. His name was called Pythagoras. Now, Pythagoras was an ancient philosopher and a mathematician, and he provided so much to the world through mathematics, physics, geography, many subjects. He was influential. And in fact, up until today, we actually study the frameworks of Pythagoras, such as in school. We often studied Pythagoras' theorem. However, he discovered a lot of frameworks in his lifetime. He was responsible for discovering the sphericity of Earth. He was also responsible for discovering the 5 different solids. And on top of that, he was also responsible for discovering the divisions of the climate across Earth. So he was solely responsible for highlighting that on the North Pole, like the further up north you go on the Earth towards North Pole, it gets much colder. And as you go down towards the equator, it gets much warmer. And as you go further down south towards Antarctica, it gets much colder. So he was actually responsible for the division of the climates across Earth. He discovered this. Pythagoras actually had a school as well. It was a Pythagorean school. And often during the summer months, Pythagorean students took a vow of celibacy. It was part and parcel of the school. And the reason why is because Pythagoras believed that the role of intercourse was just for procreation. It wasn't for enjoyment, because he understood the power of retaining. He believed that involving yourself in sexual indulgence outside of procreation was against the forces of nature. And in fact, when a student even came up to him and asked him one day, when should I consort with a woman? Meaning, when should I have intercourse with a woman? And Pythagoras replied, when you wish to lose all the strength that you have. And we know this as well from experience, my brothers. After we've consorted with a woman, we feel weak, we feel tired, we feel lazy, we feel sleepy. We just want to eat a sandwich and go to sleep. You don't have that drive. In fact, even Nikola Tesla in 1929 told the New York Times that he can't think of a single invention that was created by a married man. Pythagoras understood this. So students in the Pythagorean school would take a vow of celibacy in the summer months. And this allowed them to harness this energy into fruitful activities. It's just absolutely fascinating how thinkers before us, going back 2,000, 3,000 years ago, actually discovered the magnitude of this practice. However, it's a shame that this practice has literally just disappeared now, where we live in a world of instant gratification, hyperindulgence. People can go and fall into their vices through drugs, music, alcohol, entertainment, watching sports. People have found something to numb them from the outside world. So it's important, my brothers, that when you're on retention, you divert your thoughts. You have to stay focused. Try to keep yourself as occupied as much as you can. Avoid staying in your room, my brothers. Avoid staying indoors. I would highly recommend to try be outside in nature as often as you can. Travel if you have to. So ensure you keep yourself busy, my brothers, because as the days goes on, as you end up passing 1 week, a month, 6 months, you'll begin to have a laser focus on your goals. And eventually, as you do this practice long enough, you'll find out what is your life calling, what is going to satisfy you, what is your dream. You'll find this out when you're in retention, my brothers. So ensure you stay focused, my brothers. And I hope this knowledge has been extremely beneficial for you the same way it's been beneficial for me. It's your boy Sal Speaks, signing out, and I'll see you in the next video.